Every form completed, every training signed off, every audit passed. The system showed full compliance, and it was right. Nothing had been skipped, nothing had been falsified. 3 weeks later, a routine procedure failed in a way the training had covered. The worker knew the steps, he'd been assessed on them, he followed them correctly. It still wasn't enough. Compliance is measurable. Training completion, audit scores, days since last corrective action. These numbers are real, and they matter. They just don't measure everything. The gap between completing a process and understanding it is rarely visible. It doesn't show up in the records. It shows up later, when the procedure runs out and judgment takes over. Call him Remy. 3 years on site. Every required training completed. Every assessment passed. The records confirmed it. The training wasn't poor. The facilitators knew the material. The assessments asked the right questions. Remy answered them correctly. Because in a training room, the conditions are controlled. The variables are known. The procedure works exactly as written. The procedure is the same. The conditions never are. The job was routine, a confined space entry performed twice a year. Remy had done it before. Today, he was lead. His attendant was 6 months into the role, knew enough to follow the checklist carefully, not experienced enough to question it. The fan was positioned according to the procedure. By the checklist, correct. What the checklist didn't specify was the distance, and the fan sat 4 feet further back than manufacturer guidance recommended. Close enough to look right, far enough to matter. Everything matched the diagram.
It looks right. The checklist is complete. If it were wrong, it would say so.
The attendant ticked the ventilation box. Remy reviewed the checklist. Both saw what was there. Neither was looking for what the system never asked them to check. 12 minutes into the inspection, Remy's gas monitor registered an elevated reading. Not critical, but above the threshold for exit.
All clear on my end.
2 readings, 1 procedure.
Which one is right?
The system says I'm okay.
Fix it first.
The procedure was clear. Conflicting readings meant immediate exit. Remy followed it. The procedure worked. The procedure didn't account for what happened next. For 90 seconds, ventilation stopped completely. He made it out. No injury. The system worked, and almost didn't. The debrief noted conflicting readings. It didn't note fan positioning. The corrective action addressed behavior, not conditions. The system corrected what it could measure. 2 weeks later, a second entry. Same conditions, different outcome. This time, the worker didn't reach the ladder. He was recovered. He was hospitalized. The investigation found full compliance. Training complete, checklists signed, corrective actions closed. The system showed readiness because it was measuring completion, not understanding, not real-world conditions. Not the 4 feet between a duct and an opening that no one was asked to verify. He knew the answer. In the room where it was asked, that was enough. On the ladder, it wasn't. This wasn't a failure of training. It was a system that confirmed readiness without ever testing it. After the investigation, one change was made, a question the system had never asked before. Compliance tells you what was completed. It does not tell you what people are prepared for, because what your system confirms will shape what your people assume is safe. And the space between those two things is where incidents begin.